Honestly, after 14 years without a proper cleaning, I was expecting a miniature landfill in there. Surprisingly, it wasn't bad at all, and actually it looked pretty clean, like someone had already dusted it before me. Under the hood, there are two RAM sticks, each 2 GB and a good old mechanical hard drive. The main culprit behind that painfully slow 1-minute boot time. So I'm swapping that out for a Samsung 870 EVO 1TB SSD. That alone should make a massive difference. And sure enough, the laptop now boots into Windows way faster than before. Finally, I played a full HD video and yeah, it's kinda rough. The playback stutters, frames drop, CPU and RAM are maxed out. Once I switched down to 720p, things got smoother, no more buffering every few seconds. Still, the laptop's clearly working overtime. I mean, it's 14 years old, you can't really blame it. Next, I wanted to try something nostalgic. The very game I used to play on this laptop, Half-Life. Even with just 4 GB of RAM, it handled the game surprisingly well. A steady 60 FPS, sometimes even pushing past 90 FPS. Meanwhile, the CPU barely broke a sweat at 30% usage. Not bad at all for a laptop this old. Moving on to a game that actually came out 2 years before this laptop, Left 4 Dead. When there aren't too many NPCs, the FPS easily climbs above 50. But once the screen fills with smoke, gunfire, and chaos, it dips to around 27 FPS. Honestly, for a 14-year-old laptop, getting to play at that level back then would have felt amazing. Another one of my all-time favorites, Minecraft. At just 2 chunks, the FPS floats around 30, which isn't bad. But the moment I blew up a TNT block, boom, it tanked to 7 FPS, freezing for a few seconds. When I cranked it up to 16 chunks, the frame rate dropped to single digits, especially when looking over the whole map. And switching to fabulous graphics? Yeah, the laptop basically said, nope, I'm out. But let's be honest, keeping just 4 GB of RAM in 2025 feels kinda cruel. Open a few Chrome tabs, add Word and Excel, and this thing starts gasping for air like it's running a marathon. So it's time to give the E5420 a little boost of life. I'm upgrading it to 8 GB of RAM, 2 4 GB sticks running in dual channel. It's honestly one of the easiest and most effective revive upgrades you can do for an old laptop like this. A simple change that makes it feel young again. After upgrading everything, I decided to do one last quick test, just to see if any of this made a real difference. And honestly, it didn't. There was barely any improvement across all 3 games. At that point, it almost felt like all my effort and upgrades were for nothing. But hey, at least now I know, not every upgrade is worth it. In the end, I found out this old laptop can actually swap CPUs almost as easily as a desktop, and that instantly made my hand